Fourth-round draft pick Christian Miller has a chance to be a key contributor to the Panthers' defense as the team converts to a hybrid multiple-front defense. In a college career that was shortened by injuries, we never got to really see the true potential of Christian Miller at Alabama. He was primarily used as a rotational player during his final season and played approximately 50% of the snaps, give or take. However, in the snaps that he did get, he made the most of, as he had one of the highest pass rush win percentages in the country, was able to generate a lot of quarterback pressures, and had 8.5 sacks. He was played all over the field and is a very versatile athlete and a key weapon on Nick Saban's defense. So although he didn't get the volume of snaps, he was extremely productive and has a lot of traits that'll translate well to the NFL and allow him to be a key impact player for the Panthers in this upcoming season. The first thing that stands out to me about Christian Miller is that he's a strong edge setter. He gets a good initial punch, has long arms to keep linemen at bay, he gets good pad level, and he's able to have good hand placement inside near the chest plate to allow him to control his man. Watch here against Texas A&M as he takes on his tight end. He gets a good initial punch on his man. His hands are where they need to be inside. Now watch him able to drive his man and put him on his back to help stuff the run play for a minimal gain. You see this from Christian Miller a lot on tape, as tight ends are just not able to block him. Here against Missouri, he once again gets a good punch on his man and is able to drive him in the backfield, get penetration, and help stuff the run. He's also very effective in space. On this play against Texas A&M, they try a perimeter run towards him while he's lined up as an outside linebacker, who's able to shed the block, get into the backfield, and help get in on the tackle. Another factor that allows Christian Miller to be a strong run defender is his ability to take on pulling linemen. He does this using all of the qualities we talked about, having a strong initial punch, proper hand placement, a good pad level to allow him to get leverage, and then he just drives the blocker right into the running back's lap. Watch him here take on this pulling guard, drive him 2 yards in the backfield, and then shed him to be able to get in on the tackle for a loss. And then on this next play, he's going to take on 2 blockers. First, the tight end. Once again, you see good leverage, good pad level, good hand placement. This allows him to shed the tight end and then move on to the pulling guard. Now watch here as he gets this good initial punch and hand placement inside near the chest plate. Now he's already got his man beat. He's lower, has proper leverage, and the lineman can't get his hands on him because Christian Miller has good hand placement and long arms to keep him at bay. This allows the linebackers and secondary to roam free and get in on the tackle for a loss. Great effort by Christian Miller here, and a well-deserved high five from Coach.
Boy, I'll tell you, Christian Miller has gotten healthy now. And him being healthy, he's become a weapon for this football team. Coming off the left side of LSU right here, Alabama's right side, he defeats the offensive tackle quickly, and there's nothing Burrow could do.
Christian Miller was an extremely productive pass rusher at Alabama. The strength of his game are his active, violent hands. He always seems to win the hand-fighting battles with offensive tackles. Watch here as he utilizes this chop move to disengage from the tackle and forces him off balance, and he falls down. Then he's able to bend the corner and get after the quarterback to force the throwaway. His ability to bend the corner is an underrated aspect of his game.
Running game away from you. Alabama will lay their ears back and come after the quarterback.
Justin Jefferson in motion on 3rd down and 7 from the 27. Burrow, look out from behind. He's throwing this one in the dirt. I don't know if they tried to get a screen set up and it blew up.
Watch Christian Miller pull off this long arm rush move where he'll put his left arm right in the left tackle's chest plate. Now the tackle can't get his hands on him, and he's going to be able to bend the corner at a sharp angle and force the quarterback to throw the ball away.
Beatty sneaks out. Looked like Locke wanted to hit him. Just where you got to go through your reads.
Christian Miller also has the ability to string several pass rush moves together. On this particular play, he'll utilize this chop rip move where he'll first use the chop to get the lineman's hands down and disarm him. Then he'll use the rip move to disengage from him, and then watch him bend the corner and get after the quarterback. While Christian Miller doesn't have the elite ball get-off that you see from the top edge rushers in this draft class. He makes up for it with his great hand technique, his powerful hands, and his ability to bend the corner and get after the passer. I think these are the tools that will allow him to be a successful edge rusher at the next level.
If Coach Orgeron said we have to be aggressive once, he said it 15 times yesterday in our meeting. Trying to be aggressive here, but this is an aggressive Alabama defense led by Quinn.
Christian Miller also utilizes his push-pull technique very well. Here he gets a good initial punch on the offensive tackle. He's going to get a good grab inside of the chest plate. Now he's able to control him and redirect if necessary. Watch here as he's able to move the tackle out of the way and help get in on the sack. So the key to Christian Miller's pass rush is his active, violent hands. When he's able to win on first contact, he's a dangerous pass rusher, and that'll be the key to success for him as he moves on to the next level.
Over the middle, watch Christian Miller, who's been normally a pass rusher. This time, he shows that he's going to rush, and then he drops to be able to take away anything underneath. Look how tight that window is.
Christian Miller was the ultimate chess piece in Alabama's defense. They had him lined up all over the field. Even in addition to being an edge rusher, he's played all of the linebacker positions, where he either dropped into zone coverages or covered backs and tight ends out of the backfield. And they even had him line up in the slot at times. With this type of athleticism and versatility, Alabama was able to stay in their base defense and defend spread offenses. This allowed them to be stronger against the run. An area where I'd like to see Christian Miller evolve as a pass rusher is to develop a better arsenal of counter moves. As we saw earlier, when he wins at initial contact, he's virtually unstoppable. But when the O-lineman's able to recover, what happens then? Here you see him try to pull off a spin move, but the lineman's able to recover, and he's not able to beat his man and get to the quarterback. So you just want to have more of a planned pass rush and have more of an arsenal of moves for him to be able to be a more complete pass rusher. That'll be Eric Washington's job heading into training camp, to just add more tools to Christian Miller's toolbox, and I think if he does that, he'll be a very successful contributor in the Panthers defense coming up next season.